What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Ronda here, and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I'll be talking about the flood, what a washout that's going to go across Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. Well, North Carolina. I forgot Florida down there, Northern Florida. Now, this is going to definitely help out with the burn ban the entire state of North Carolina been under. This might get lifted for some areas, especially eastern North Carolina. I'm not really too much sure about the triangle because the models are iffy, but the washout that's ongoing across Texas is going to work its way into Louisiana, which is already under flood watches. Currently, right now, as I'm filming this video, it is currently 11:43, May 1st Eastern Standard Time. Um, and we are currently seeing flash flood warnings ongoing across Texas. So I mean, the rain is falling pretty good in Texas right now. Texas recently had 2 fatalities from a tornado that went down, and one of the articles was saying one of the fatalities wasn't even related to the tornado being in that person's path. It was likely due to high winds. So regardless, this washout is going to go across the deep south and then the southeast. Not too sure about the up north or for the northeast for this reason right here. GFS wanted to paint it to go westward into the northeast. The European wanted to paint it to keep it out to sea for the most part. The GFS did want it to go through New York City, bringing, washout conditions as well. Flooding is possible too. But regardless, Louisiana is currently under flash flood watch. Well, flood watches. I guarantee that's going to get upgraded to flash flood warnings sometimes this weekend or later on tonight. Mississippi, the same thing. Now, I guarantee you Biloxi, Mississippi is going to get a washout. Jackson is going to potentially get a washout, and those counties in between. Alabama, the same thing. Now, when it gets into Georgia, Atlanta might see a washout, might see some severe weather, but yeah, there is severe weather embedded in some of these storms, especially across Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Georgia is going to be kind of the question: will Atlanta see a washout? Will they see some severe weather? Is possible. I think the GFS was trying to paint that, but I don't know how true that's going to be. Still got to figure out this track. When it gets into South Carolina, it is possible to seeing a washout as well for Myrtle Beach, northern Myrtle Beach, and then working its way into North Carolina for Wilmington, well, Brunswick County, going into New Hanover or Wilmington, Jacksonville, New Bern, Morehead City, Kill Devil Hills, Kitty Hawk for the Outer Banks. So, I mean, regardless, it's going to happen later on, about 5 a.m. That's when we start seeing the rain potentially get going. 5-6 o'clock in the morning for you folks in the Carolinas is going to start get going for the washout, depending on where you're at. Mainly the eastern side of both states. Southwestern Virginia, going to see some rainfall as well, but it seems like it's going to be rainfall. Probably might be some flooding in a few counties, but nothing too major. It's really going to be, we're just going to have to see how the intensity of this. Will we see some thunderstorms across the Carolinas? Is possible. Across Georgia is possible. Some strong winds is possible from this. GFS was trying to paint low pressure off the coast of the Carolinas for the Outer Banks. The European was trying to say, no, that's going to form along the state line of Georgia and South Carolina, then eventually work its way to North Carolina, but it's going to bring more rainfall, heavier rainfall. But regardless, the National Weather Service in my area is calling for 1 to 2 inches of rain starting Saturday, May 2nd. So, I mean, it's not going to be a pretty weekend across eastern South Carolina, eastern North Carolina. Regardless, the entire weekend, starting tonight, well, starting now actually, across Texas, it's not going to be a pretty weekend for today. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to get this out there for you guys because, I mean, it's pretty showing that the weather is kind of starting to switch now. Now, we know we've been on North Carolina been on our burn ban since March 28th. So I think started like this past Tuesday, it made a month, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this past Tuesday, it made a month for all the North Carolina been on that burn ban. So hopefully we get that burn ban lifted. Hopefully we can still see more rain, not too much rain to start causing problems now. But I mean, we've been under a severe to extreme drought for a while now. And probably the western part of North Carolina are going to still be the issue because it's not showing much rain for them as well. Now, we don't need them to get a significant amount of rainfall because we all know how Hurricane Helene did, and we don't need another situation like that. Because, I mean, this coming hurricane season, yes, we're supposed to be below average to near normal, according to some sources. But, however, if we get a hurricane that hits the western North Carolina once again, a strong one, it's really going to put the infrastructure to the test because it really haven't been tested since Helene. Till this day, they start recovering from Hurricane Helene. So regardless, make sure you guys are staying safe down there in Texas. Now, I wouldn't be surprised throughout the wee hours of the night for Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. I'm not too sure about Georgia for any tornado activity, but I wouldn't be surprised if the surprise tornado pop up for Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Recently, those 3 states did have tornado warnings and flash flood warnings and stuff like that issued from a previous severe weather event. We were supposed to get rain from that system, I think starting this past Monday, but that didn't happen at all. I mean, it skipped us, or Wednesday. Regardless, early this week we were supposed to get rain, but I guess this track of the storm went a totally different rain that brought us zero rain at all. So we still gotta hope this track goes more into the Carolinas. Definitely try to stay south for southeastern Georgia and northern Florida to give them some good amount of rainfall to help out with those wildfires that's currently ongoing across the state. Because those wildfires that's been burning across Florida and Georgia, they say is wind driven. Kind of reminds you of what happened in Los Angeles, last year with the LA fires that was ongoing. To this day, they are still recovering from that too. But regardless, some of them people were setting it, but natural causes. Then one dry year. We normally hear April showers bring May flowers. We didn't have many April showers. Now we're seeing showers coming into May, like a washout across the deep south and in the southeast, potentially the northeast, but that's still gonna be a question. We will figure that out over the weekend. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification button to be notified each and every time your boy upload a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one if it's God's will. Stay safe out there, and make sure you are paying attention to your local National Weather Service for potential flooding across the deep south and then the southeast. And then I will include you guys in Virginia as well. So that being, well, southeast Virginia. So that being said, it's your boy Rondé out.